Good evening, loved ones. Welcome to Blue Lotus Empowerment Network. I'm Stella, and tonight we are back with another reading. It's funny how this works. You just minding your own business, and next thing you know, it's a reading. Anyway, our last message was about divine timing. Everything happens for a reason, and as you are going through your daily life, healing wounds, becoming more consciously aware, and recognizing that there are so many amazing opportunities and people around you, if only you will open your eyes and your heart, everything will fall into place in divine timing. Now, I say fall into place. It's not like, you're just passively sitting in the passenger seat of your life, but if you are in alignment, if you are being your most authentic self, living your truth, then good things, positive things are magnetized to you through the vibration of that good energy that you are putting out into the world. And so the last messages we were talking about, it started with a lot of divine masculine energy a couple days ago, maybe about a week ago. And that message was really hitting close to home about self-love, reparenting, and, growing as a person, growing into your authentic self. The message from the other night was about the divine feminine, and then took a left turn at Albuquerque, and we were ending up with the divine masculine again. The divine feminine energy was about empowerment, about cultivating confidence to move forward in different areas of your life. And as we were talking about that, it was mostly to draw us closer to unification of the two energies, the masculine and feminine, the yin and the yang inside of us, and how when one or both energies get off track, we become distorted, and that distortion begins to put off a frequency that will either draw people in or repel people. And so it's kind of one of those double-edged swords. That's why we all should be minding our business and staying in our lanes and working on ourselves. And so as we were going through that message, again, everything happens in divine timing. You might be just starting your journey of self-discovery right now. This might be brand new for you. It might have been someone started this self-mastery journey years ago, months ago. And good for you. If you're there, if that's where you are, that's wonderful, because you're evolving, you're growing, and you are becoming who you have always meant to be. So tonight, as I was preparing for this reading, I was guided to specific decks, and as I was doing so, a song came to mind that was familiar to me from as I was growing up, from Cyndi Lauper. So you and I are going to go through this in real time. I'm going to look up these lyrics because I know what I think the lyrics say, but you never know. Sometimes you actually need to read the lyrics to understand what the song was trying to convey. But the song that came up was Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. It says, lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you, caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new. Flashback, warm nights, almost left behind, a suitcase of memories, time after. Sometimes you picture me, I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me, I can't hear what you've said. Then you say, go slow, and I fall behind. The second hands-on winds. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me, time after time. If you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting, time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me, time after time. If you fall, I will catch you, I will be waiting, time after time. The next verse says, After my picture fades and darkness has turned to gray, watching through windows, you're wondering if I'm okay. Secrets stolen from deep inside, and the drum beats out of time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me, time after time. If you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting, time after time. That is so beautiful. I really, really love that. You know, if my vocalizer was warmed up, I would have sang it for you, but the chorus just coming back to me. If you fall, I will catch you, I will be waiting, time after time. Time after time, no matter what time or year you're in, there are people in your soul tribe that will be waiting, that will hold your hand, and that will tell you slow down, that will speed up to catch up to you, because those are your people. They recognize when you're hurting, even when you've not said a word. They are there for you when you're rejoicing, and they're celebrating right along with you your achievements and your accomplishments. And that's part of the divine timing of connecting to your soul tribe here on this earth and being able to be connected in a healthy way, healthy connections, not toxic attachments. And as we are working on the energies, keeping in balance, keeping in harmony with those around us and within ourselves, it's a beautiful thing to think that time after time, there has always been someone that has been there to catch us when we fall. We may not think that because maybe they weren't there tangibly, physically, but there are people in your soul tribe that are praying for you, that are sending you good mojo on a daily basis that you may not even realize that's happening. And then you have the metaphysical spiritual world. You have angels and your ancestors and spirit guides and spirit and the divine, all there supporting you, Mother Gaia supporting you on your journey. I know one of the experiences for me that transcended space and time was when I began the healing modality of acupuncture. I believe to this day that I have known my acupuncturist probably for more times and spaces than we probably could both count. I realized how my body responded to that healing modality, and it began to move those chakras and unblock the blockages, and the flow of the chi and the prana in my body, the air and the energy, began to move, and I was able to feel more integration with the masculine and feminine energy. I was feeling I had more ability to bring creative visions to fruition, and I felt a significant connection to myself. That was what acupuncture as a healing modality did for me. I also have experienced Reiki, and that was another healing modality that I felt exceptionally connected to. And so whether it's a practitioner, whether it's the location, whether it's the actual healing modality itself, if you are tapped in and switched on, you will receive benefit. I'd say even people who don't tap in and switch on, they'll get some benefit, but it'll be different. But if you are awakened and you are ready for healing of traumas, of wounds, those healing modalities, I would say, would definitely be a wonderful place to start. If you have a chance to meditate at home, if you have a chance to connect to nature, whatever you can do to bring about more conscious awareness, I would encourage you to do it. So here we are at the Seven Energies deck by Colette Baron Reed, and literally this card was on the bottom of the deck right as I was preparing to start the reading, and I felt very strongly this is the first card that we are supposed to look at tonight. And I thought, Here I'm singing time after time, and here our first card is the time machine. We have a number 3 up in the corner, and the first thought that came to mind when I saw this is passing through a portal. So for many of us on this journey of self-mastery and high vibrational energies and becoming more aware and connected, we are passing through some time machines. We are going through some portals. We are transcending space and time. We are healing wounds that maybe have gone generationally within our families. We're healing wounds within ourselves that may have occurred as a result of some type of karma, or we personally had to go through a karmic cleansing because of something we may have said or done that impacted someone else in an adverse way. But nevertheless, we are passing through. The last message of divine timing talked about the light and the dark. Here we are once again. We have dark on the right and we have the light on the left. And then you have a pass through, a bridge, a portal going straight through. And so let's see what this says. The key concepts are inherited patterns, conditioning, lessons already learned, cellular memory, honoring the past without being trapped there. So this is really major. I just got truth chills as I started to read that. It says, we rely on stories we inherited from our ancestors, families, our culture, and the world around us to construct a map of our reality. As we develop new stories in life, we build on those old foundations, repair them when we can, or tear them down to begin again. The best and most powerful traits and experiences of your ancestors are yours to integrate into your life so that you don't have to revisit their hardships or rectify their mistakes. See, look at that. There we are. We're talking about karma. You have a magical map to which to navigate your circumstances. Look to the past for answers now. Ask yourself, in whatever situation you're in, what can I learn from those who came before me? What traits can I emulate in order to move through challenges with wisdom? How can I build on what I already know and integrate this understanding? And what might I do differently? Sometimes you're going to walk blindly into traps set in the past. Perhaps you couldn't see that you were repeating a pattern until you were well in it. The best course of action here is to rest, practice self-compassion, and make a conscious choice to do something differently next time. Clarity will come. Remember, if you do what you always did, you will get what you always got. History repeats itself only if you allow it. The most important thing is that you are becoming aware and that you can make a different choice regarding how you respond to your life right now. Ooh, that's powerful. Yes, things can be awkward and uncomfortable as old hurts are revealed and new solutions are attempted, but the time is ripe for change. So keep going. Every step is important. Allies will rally, but in the end, you are the one you've been searching for. One day, you will remember how beautiful your new story is and how it was just around the corner. Wow. So what just came to me as I looked down at the card was I saw the numerals representing the passage of time. And for many of us, we become very enmeshed in time. We have to keep a tight schedule. We have to keep on a routine. We have to keep up with our habits and our patterns because we're trying to cram pack so much into the 24-hour period that we've been allotted each day. And when you're doing so, it can become very exhausting, like you're on a hamster wheel. But if you look at this pathway straight through the middle, you're actually going into the light. So I would say, only because I felt the prompting to also pull out this deck, which is the Quantum Oracle, is that we're being called to a quantum leap. If you have found yourself stuck in ruts and patterns and behaviors that are not healthy, I'm sorry? Can't see the cards. Okay. Sorry, guys. I got to figure out what is happening with our camera here. All right. How about now? Yeah. So we are being called to quantum leap, moving forward into. It is on the screen. Okay, try to refresh, okay? Kate's moderating this evening, and I guess she noticed a glitch, so we're just going to roll with it. We're going to keep going, and it says that we're live, so I'm going to keep going. So go ahead and just reboot and try again, okay? So we're going to keep going. I see a couple of you are here, so welcome in. Hope you are doing well. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. And thank you for your patience. That was just a little weird tech glitch, but we're going to move forward. So back to the card, back to the time. We have been passing through time and space. And this path is illuminated so that you can do so more efficiently. It's a little harder to move around if you're in the dark trying to find your way through. But here you can just pass straight through into the light, into this cosmic portal, quantum leaping. So if you have been stuck because of karma, issues from your ancestors, things that you have done that impacted other people, and the universe is saying, no thank you. You go in with confidence, with strength, and you take this journey. You go through and you right those wrongs. You embrace yourself, you forgive yourself, you forgive others, and move boldly into this new future that is set up for you, one where you will be free from falling into old patterns, old habits. We talked a little bit about the patterns of attachment. Like I shared previously, I had encountered a YouTuber named Dr. V, and she was sharing about the attachment styles and how those first caregivers and how they interacted with you will impact how you present in the world, how you connect with interpersonal relationships with other people. So through that, there's avoidant, dismissive, secure, and anxious. And so if you have found yourself over the course of time connecting to people in a toxic way, or people attracted to you and literally dragging you, just literally like a leech, just sucking the good energy right out of you, those experiences may be coming from an energetic place where there's a wound within yourself, or there could be some karmic clearing that needs to happen in your lifetime from your ancestors. And so while we're sitting here right now, let's just take a moment and take some nice cleansing breaths. And we're going to put on some crystal singing bowls, because this is important. If you have been struggling with patterns and habits that have not served you, that are not giving you the peace and tranquility and the joy that you desire and that you deserve, let's just take a moment and just clear that right now. Let's set an intention that if you have been caught up in a cycle of karmic partners, and you're in need of any karmic cleansing, this is kind of a baptism by fire, y'all. You're just gonna go through it if you're open to the process. In this moment, while the tones are playing from the crystal singing bowls, just focus your energy on anything. Notice the areas of your body that may get tense, and just surround yourself with golden light, and just imagine yourself literally just allowing anything that has not served you to fall away. Just literally let it fall off of you, just like when you're in the shower and the water is just running off of you. If you think about behaviors and patterns and things that may have happened that you witnessed your family, friends, people close in your energy field go through that maybe you were unconsciously adopting and embracing, go ahead and cleanse that. Let that out, release that, and bring in that positive energy. Make sure that while the tones are playing, that you are breathing in deeply and exhaling. So, we're gonna exhale out what we don't want and take in that good vibration in the prana and breathe in that good energy to clear those karmic paths. This is also good that if you have had any type of intercourse sexually with partners over the years that have inadvertently created a soul tie, or you are still bringing up memories of that person, or you have evocative cues of a place you've been, or an item that they gave you, or a song that you hear on the radio, go ahead and clear all that out as you are setting an intention for clarity so that you can be a fresh, clean slate, so that as you start to manifest, it will not be out of a place of wounding, but rather out of a place of empowerment. So we're just going to take a moment. We're going to let the singing bowls come in, and in fact, this one that just came up is dissolving and come breathe with me. So let's just go ahead and do that. Surround yourself with golden light. Take a nice deep breath in through your mouth. Exhale through your nose and your mouth. Release anything that is not serving you. Imagine yourself free of any burdens, traumatic memories, breakups, rejection, abandonment. Just go ahead and release all of that. Release it for you, release it for your family members, your ancestors. Release all of that and call in what you do want: abundance, prosperity, wisdom, hope, joy, reciprocity, respect, kindness, forgiveness. Let all that heavy weight just melt right off of you. Just like in the Ho'oponopono prayer, I love you, I forgive you. Just release anything that is not serving you at this time. If you need to cry and let those tears cleanse, do so. This is a safe space where you are loved, you are welcome, and you're in a circle of healing. So just pass through the circle of healing and allow your tears to help cleanse you and wash you clean of anything that may have been bothering you, irritating you. Fear has no place in your current lifescape. Discouragement has no space there. Poverty has no space there. You are worthy, you are valid, and you matter. So allow yourself to pass through that time machine, that circle of healing, so that you can recover for yourself and for the generations before you and those that are coming after you. Be free. Be able to have good boundaries. Be able to receive feedback, both positive and negative, because you're brave enough to balance the light and the dark now without any fear or judgment or condemnation of yourself. Listen, consider the source. When people give you feedback, all of it can help you in some way. Just look for the good nuggets. Look for it. Listen for it. And anything that's not good, it's like garbage in, garbage out. And your spirit, you'll be able to filter it. You'll know. But this is your moment right now to spin that wheel of your solar plexus, that sense of self, and start healing the inner child so that you can reparent yourself, be gentle with yourself, and forgive yourself so that you can move into this next section of your life, this quantum leap you're taking right now. It matters. Make it count. Wow, that was powerful. I don't know about you guys, but I'm telling you, I definitely could feel the powerful vibrations coming through from the tones of the music. I also just felt this beautiful light just bathing over me as I was sharing with you the thoughts and sentiments and hopes for recovery for each and every one of you. Every one of you deserves kindness and love and joy and happiness and peace and serenity. And so going through that moment of the time machine allows you a space and a place to heal. So just be conscious and aware. Anytime that you feel you might need this, just go back to that quiet space, bathe yourself with light, and just remember, your quantum leap is to help you. You are going to grow through what you go through and have complete patience with the process. Don't worry about rushing it. You have plenty of time. You just don't see it because, it's not by the confines of our normal time. Just trust the process. All right. See, we cannot make this up. The card that came up in the previous reading as well. Sacred reverence. The numbers 4 and 11 up at the top equal 11. And what that says is, once again, for those on the twin flame journey, y'all know what 11 means. I don't have to tell you, but I'm just saying there's just a beautiful, harmonious balance. Look at the heart, the key, the stars, and again, look at the stars. The stars are also in the time machine. That's quantum spacing. I heard distinctly in my mind, it is never too late for second chances. Give yourself a second chance, whether it's at life or at love or at a goal you've had. Allow yourself the space to give yourself that chance. Allow yourself to give those who are worthy of it a chance and trust the process. Sacred reverence. It says, awe for truth that spirit is everywhere. Inspiration coming through you as a result of reverence, joyful living, exploring possibilities with curiosity, spiritual passion, and manifesting from the starting point of the realm of spirit. Again, it says, look at the world. Do you see all of life or just a limited part? When you look at grass, do you just see the blade? When you look at a puppy, do you just see an animal? While this is categorizing your view of the world, it's only a fraction of the truth. Look closer. Observe the luminosity immanent in these living sentient beings and allow yourself to take in all the world, including its spirit. Then you will see the whole. Reverence is an act of deep witnessing, respect, and awe. You experience it when you perceive every being and everything, every plant, rock, and tree as sacred and alive. Whatever your dilemma or question, reframe your perspective to the knowledge of the spiritual. Everything has value, even the most frustrating challenges. This is so beautiful. It says, embracing the perfection of how you came together is real magic. You are tapping into unity right now. No matter who or what is in front of you, see that person or thing as luminous and your interaction as holy, and you will know what to do for the highest good of all. How amazing is that? How beautiful is that? Sacred reverence. When you are in union with yourself, when you have worked at balancing and pulling the masculine and feminine energies together in unison and in harmony, you experience this sacred reverence, this beautiful harmonic convergence of, the heavens, the earth, and everything around you. And there's just this beauty and peace. And it's something that no one can take from you. It is a sacred reverence that, like when we say namaste, you are in a state of namaste all the time. You are reverent and bowing to the love and the light that is within you. And as a result of doing so, you are calling in divine abundance, because as we say, all is right and well and good in the world. That is the truth. Sacred reverence moves you closer to that. So the next deck we're going to work with is the Divine Abundance. Love this deck. It is so beautiful. And for those of you who are watching or listening, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the positive energy. I have a candle lit that literally says positive energy. Appreciate the good vibes. Hopefully these messages will reach all who need to hear it and bless, encourage, and uplift them. You are not alone on this journey. You may feel like there are mountains to climb and hills to go over, and you might feel sometimes like you are on this journey on your own, but you are not. Like that song, you are not alone. You're not alone. You have a soul tribe of people that care for you, that are there, that are wishing the very best for you in every circumstance. And now that we've done some karmic clearing, we are calling forth for that divine abundance. Wow, we cannot make this stuff up. Limitless. Look at this. Woo! Look at those mandalas and look at all the butterflies. I am going to just cry right now, you guys. I have to see if I can find the card. I can. I know it's here. We had this card in the last reading that had a, yes, it's here, it's here, it's here. The hands, the palms were open, and there was a beautiful butterfly sitting right in the center of the palms. And I believe that that is the activation. It was under trust. Look at this. This card has come up twice in the readings. Look, the palms are part of the heart chakra activation, and there is a monarch butterfly sitting right in the center, signaling transformation, change, and expansion of the heart chakra. And that we just talked about your soul tribe, your vibe attracts your tribe. And if you look closely at this card, see if I can hold it up for you guys, you can see all of the hands with the butterflies sitting right in their palms. So you literally are not alone, and you're limitless, because once you have ditched those limiting thoughts and beliefs, you can do anything that you set your mind to. It says, see yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. And how beautiful is that? We just went through a reading where there was a blockage within the divine masculine energy that was stubborn and rigid and literally just in a posture of, I'm not doing it. Well, we've just gone through this wonderful clearing and cleansing so that that masculine energy can be utilized to help propel us to this limitless abundance mindset and taking the necessary actions that we need to in order to quantum leap and get to the next level. And guess what? All of these individuals all around the world, their hands and hearts are open and they are developing. They are butterflies, but they come in different colors, and yet they are all still purposeful and powerful. I know if you've ever heard of the butterfly effect, one small decision can affect and change everything. And so there was another card, and I don't have the deck out, but it was signaling like a leap of faith. You know, if you have the prompting to move on something, to do something, you are being signaled by the divine to know that you are limitless. You may not have all the answers. You may not even get a blueprint giving you a good reading and a map as to where you're going or how it's all going to come together, but you have to know you can trust the divine with your intentions. You can trust the divine to guide you towards goodness and light and love. And you can trust that on that journey of limitlessness, you're going to encounter other people who are like-minded souls that can help you along your journey. You just never know who it's going to be. But keep your eyes and your ears and your heart open, because you may find allies in the most unexpected places. Trust but verify, but nevertheless, you may find there are people out there. Oh, good gravy, guys. You know, whenever I drop cards, and seriously, it was like 3 of them. Oh my gosh. You just never know who it's going to be and how they're going to show up to help you in this journey of your life. Oh my gosh. Oh, I cannot believe this. Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to read these cards off. Here we go, guys. Grief. Oof. Tears are what happens when the ice in the heart melts. Ah, see, look at that. So if you have been grieving, oh my gosh, there's a song in Cinderella. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. That grief, let it go. Just like we went through this time portal, and to get to a place of sacred reverence, to realize that you're limitless. If your heart has been grieving and you have stopped believing, now is the time to make the shift. See, the heart chakra activation in the center of your palms, if you ever notice when you rub your palms together, you feel heat. So you're moving now, you're activating. Think about like when the butterfly is flapping its wings, movement. So this heat, this stimulation is now allowing the ice within the heart to melt so that you can have a normal, regular heartbeat again. You can get back into the pulse of life and live and be joyful. The next card that came out, that fell, was literally sacrifice. It said, sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. So again, we cannot make this up. When you have made a decision to embrace the abundance mindset, and you have taken those necessary actions, when the masculine energy that got into a funk and that was really rigid and resistant to going through this grief process, gleaning information on how to be better, how to improve, as soon as that shifted, as soon as that masculine energy said, okay, it's time to move forward, then the ice melted and you're able to move forward because you had to make some sacrifices. Karmic clearing, you had to get out of these habits and patterns and things from your past in order to get ready for right now. I'm telling y'all, we cannot make this stuff up. When those cards fell out, I about jumped out of my seat. I think I actually did. It says, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled with each moment. Because yes, it is probably a very, very big feeling for people after coming through emotional experiences and things that they have gone through. And it's like, oh my gosh, I want to recover. I want to be healed. And I just need a minute, y'all. I just need a minute to catch my breath and start anew. And that's what it's saying is you had to make all those sacrifices. You had to let people go. You had to let places go. You had to walk away from jobs. You had to walk away from friendships. You had to walk away from lovers. You had to walk away from marriages. You had to walk away from family members that were dragging you, co-workers. It's a lot to take in when you've gone through all of that in your history to realize where you are right here, right now, like that song by Jesus Jones, right here, right now. There is no other place that I'd rather be. That's right. Be here right now. Be in the now, because now is what's up. Now is what's happening, because you are free. You are whole and you are ready to make boss moves. But the caution was, stay in the flow. Do not jump off and try to bust out ahead of the flow. You're going to have to stay steady, be on task, stay present. That's why meditation, that's why breathing, that's why connecting with nature is so important. Moving your body, watching what you're consuming, both eating and what you're listening to, what you're watching. It's all relative, it's all important, because you are feeding a soul. And your soul wants to be free. Your soul does not want to be tethered to some stuff that is not for your greatest and highest good. So you've got to stay here on the time right now. Don't look back. You're not going that way. And don't press fast forward, because you want to live in the now. And the next deck that came out is Untethered Soul. Wild horses must run free or their spirit dies. You have got to set yourself free in whatever way it takes right now. Make that decision so that you can be who you were meant to be. Look at this. The question inside the box. Who are you really? Who are you? Ooh, 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 ooh. I really want to know, who are you? Do you know who you are? Do you know if you are for reals? Because many of us have been conditioned to wear masks and to hide our true selves because of fear of being accepted, of worry that if we're exposed all of our flaws and faults, that people will not receive us or care for us or treat us respectfully. So we put on our masks. You know, if you guys are into drama, you know that the pattern of the arts, there are two masks. It's a smiley face and the sad face. And most of us put on that smiley face when we're in public, and we try to keep it up. And when we're at home, we might hold that face a little bit longer, and then we go into that sad face, because many of us go out there and betray ourselves in order to find a connection. And we're not called to do that. We're called to be in that sacred reverence that means we're in union with ourselves. We don't need to run. We don't need to chase. We don't need to beg, borrow, plead with people to love us, like us. We are worthy, period. Boop, drops the mic. Hold on a minute. Let me look down here. Who is here tonight? Hey, y'all. Hey, good to see everybody. Oh, my God. Y'all have been just chatting away, and I'm just like, my face is, you guys know how it gets. When my face starts burning, I'm like, oh, my gosh, here we go. Hello, hello. Hello, Radhika. Hello, King Trident. Hello, Kate. And anybody here in the his house. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody is doing fabulous. So glad that you're here. We're talking about the power of right now, and we're also talking about the untethered soul, because now is the time, y'all. Now is the time. So here we go. The untethered soul. Let's see what messages we have right now for this. This is so exciting. Oh, seriously? Holy bat flaps. Really? Look what the card says. Going beyond. So again, we just had this limitlessness. So now you're going beyond. You're being called to get out there and do the darn thing. The card says this. What if consciousness were to remove its focus from your personal set of thoughts, your personal set of emotions, and your limited sensory input? Would you become untethered from the bonds of personal self and be free to explore beyond? Yes, 110%. It's time to go beyond. Maybe you only had the courage to dream as much as you thought you could, because we just talked about this situation with our ancestors and loved ones. And for those loved ones, they may have said to us, hey, don't leave the farm. It's not safe. I think there was a movie by M. Night Shyamalan. I think it was called The Village. And the people were all convinced that if you leave and go past the hedge of shrubs, that something bad's going to get you and that's going to be the end of you. But in actuality, that was not the case. And so for those of us, if we had ancestors or family members or people in our circle of influence that had limiting behaviors and they told us, hey, that idea you had? I don't know about that. Hey, that plan you were about to put forth? I wouldn't do that if I were you. Haters, people who come through with negative responses, or they try to put some shade on your excitement, it's time to go beyond that. You've got to trust your instincts. You've got to trust in yourself. Know in your knower. If you're getting a prompting that you need to move forward with a project, if you need to move to a different location, if you need to switch jobs, if you need to be in a different relationship, if you need to be by yourself, whatever it is, listen to what your spirit is telling you. Yesterday, or whatever day that we had the reading, it said, stay close to people who feel like sunshine. One of the cards that came up said, if you feel uneasy, if your energy is getting dragged, baby, that is a red flag. That is a matador cape. That is the big old red curtain at the opera. It is a sign to let you know something is up. Investigate. Trust, but verify. And that's important, because if you're at this point where you've broken off the tether and you're running full steam towards your destiny, you better believe there are going to be people who are watching you. In fact, a lot of times the people who are watching you are the ones who wish they had left the farm but don't have the courage to do so just yet. But they can't believe the audacity that you have of thinking you can break free. And so you can bring this positive energy to your own project. You don't need anybody to validate you. Validation is for parking lots. You don't need anybody to validate your idea or to come through and co-sign for you. You co-sign your own goals and dreams and get out there and make shift happen. Harness that power, that positive energy, those good vibes, and make it happen. Mariah Carey, make it happen. Cannot make this up. The next card, freeing yourself. OMG, guys. The horse is still running full steam ahead, by the way. It says, what is holding you down can become powerful force that can raise you up. You have to just be willing to take the ascent. Get up, stand up. Get up. Run, move. Take action. Do not allow the tethers of other people's opinions and thoughts to hold you in place. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Free yourself. Go ahead and do what you have to do, and do so unapologetically. Please don't apologize for your boldness. Don't apologize for your uniqueness. Do not apologize for being strong and emboldened and empowered. You be you. Period. Hello. That's right, no scrubs. True that, true that. So the next deck we have is the Secret Language of Color. Remember that theme song? You can do what you want to do in living color. Pay attention to colors around you. I'm telling you, we keep seeing the monarch butterfly. Oh, seriously, I cannot, you guys. I was going to say, and they're orange. Look what was on the bottom of the deck. Orange. Brilliant. I love it. And it's number 1 plus 6. And if I remember correctly, the other night our reading had a sunflower, and this to me looks like a sunflower. We've got less darkness and more light. What do you know about that? Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Look at that. The sun has come out and you are shining. Shining bright like a diamond. But it is time to nurture yourself, because you know, with all that good self-work you're doing, you've probably got to take a minute to just take care of you. It says orange helps to heal digestive ailments as well as chest and kidney disorders. It assists with treating those with asthma, fear, loneliness, spasms, tension, inflammation, colds, and depression. Improve your immunity, vitality, and stamina. Awaken your sexual and creative energy with orange. Allow the orange rays to increase your happiness and confidence. Eat the rainbow. Think about orange foods. You've got oranges, tangerines, peaches, nectarines. Think about that cantaloupe. Feed yourself sweet potatoes, butternut squash. Eat those colors and be nourished. It says picture yourself floating in a bath of warm, soft orange liquid. Your muscle, mind, and body are totally relaxed. Let the orange liquid penetrate your lungs and respiratory system to clear toxicity, tension, and fear, and replace them with feelings of resilience, happiness, and confidence. Say to yourself, I am a beautiful divine being who deserves to be nurtured and supported. Open up your hands, open up your palms, and know that it says this: I am a beautiful divine being who deserves to be nurtured and supported, and I am now willing to receive care and gentleness and kindness from others. That's powerful. Powerful. Nourish yourself. You know, no one else can do it for you. Just allow yourself some nourishment, especially after you know you've gone through some challenges. You know, even like when you do a workout, there's a recovery period. Give yourself proper nourishment as you recover from what you have been through. Just saying. All right, we have, ooh, this color is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look at this magenta. That is brilliant. Oh my goodness. Hold on here, let's see. Magenta is the number 5, and it says connect to your deepest inner knowing. Magenta is the color of your deepest inner knowing, inspiring truth, clarity, and faith. Magenta also wakes up your enthusiasm for life, connecting you to the higher realm of spirituality and assisting you with your journey of self-discovery. Meditate on magenta to connect to your deepest wisdom. Ooh, that's beautiful. Divine wisdom is always available to you. For the next 7 days before you go to sleep, ask the question of your higher self. This is a part of you that has incredible knowledge, wisdom, and compassion. After that, meditate on the color magenta for a few minutes, and the answers will float into your mind. If you don't receive it the first time, try and persevere. Say, Divine Intelligence, please connect me to my higher self so that I can receive wisdom and guidance that can bring me to love, joy, and abundance. Yes. Yes. Bottom of the deck. Yum. Look at that chocolate. Oh my goodness. It says nourish your body and soul. So see, after you've gone through this journey in the hot tub time machine, you're going to need some downtime to just kind of tend to yourself, heal yourself so that you can continue to move forward and not be fatigued. You want to have all your good energy working together for your greatest and highest good. Okay, chocolate, number 13, so that reduces down to a 4. Chocolate is a mixture of brown and black that links us to the earth, provides healthy boundaries, encouraging structure. It accesses your shadow side to offer deeper insights of growth and provides you with nourishment and resilience. Nourish your body with chocolate. We just talked about this, the shadow side, not being afraid, forgiving yourself, and being in harmony. It says, make yourself a cup of hot chocolate and sip it slowly. Allow the warmth and sweetness to nourish your body and soul. What does this nourishment mean to you? How can you nourish and nurture yourself even more? Take out a paper and a pen, put your feet up, and just allow your creativity to flow. Write down 10 nourishing things you can do for yourself next week and do them. Say, Divine Intelligence, please awaken the sweetness and the soulfulness inside of me so I can truly nourish and love myself. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love this. Ah, beautiful. Yes. Next deck. This is the Quantum Oracle. Getting ready to do some boss moves up in here. What does this deck have for us? Ooh, I'm telling you, you guys, this is exciting. Exciting. It's like, what do you call it? We're on Saturday Night Live, y'all. Oh my gosh. Why do I hear Eddie Murphy talking about chocolate in my mind? Let me get focused again. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. Oh, this is so weird, you guys. I thought about this card, but I could not remember what deck it was in. Holy smokes. There is that divine masculine again. Oh my goodness. Okay, so apparently divine masculine energy inside of us needs some work, y'all. Whew. All right. All right. So here we go. We just went through all of this transmuting of the heavy energies, right? We have set ourselves free. We have untethered ourselves. This masculine is sitting here with a rope that has been severed. We just went through a deck called Untethered Soul. So here we are. Let me go back to this card. Freeing yourself. Going beyond, right? Right now. Limitlessness. So here we are at the sacred reverence, but before we went to that, we're here. I think I need to put these like this so that y'all see what's happening here. Okay. So masculine energy has to do with action, doing things, taking move or flight or activity. Going through this portal, this time machine, to clear the karma of the stuff that happened when in the masculine energy unawakened. So what are some things that we can do in the masculine energy when we are not awakened? Well, it's called being like a vehicle, T-boning people left and right because you are unaware of your power and your strength and your words and your actions, right? So this masculine has gotten through the time machine, this energy, to the place of sacred reverence, right? So to get there, to realize that they're limitless now, grief, That looks like grief to me. I don't know about y'all. The card is actually victim mentality. So this masculine energy, because of whatever happened in this energy before being activated and awakened, this masculine energy was doing things that were not for the greatest and highest good spiritually, just focused on the temporal, the now, the tangibles. So this masculine energy was not awake, aware, prepared, and so it was an energy that would take action haphazardly. Didn't research things, didn't ask questions, didn't trust but verify, just smashing and grabbing everything in its sight, because that masculine energy is very powerful. It's like that volcanic energy. There's movement to it. It could be volatile, but it can also be very powerful in a good way. And so this masculine energy, there was a lot of karmic clearing that had to happen here, and it led to grief. This masculine is very upset about their actions. The water flowing from the picture is emotions, like lost in emotions. This masculine energy is lamenting, contemplating about what happened when they were not awakened. Alone in the corner. There's that time again. We've got an hourglass, we've got some books, and then we have this portal. The masculine went through this portal and said, woof, I guess I needed to make some changes. That energy had to go through a transformation. For a while, maybe this energy was encased in ice. The heart was not activated because, you know, if you're just smashing and grabbing and doing whatever you want, you really don't need to use this heart for anything. You know, the muscle can be, you know, constricted. You could be in cardiac arrest and just, you know, doing whatever the heck you want, because now you don't have to feel anything. You could just do things. And then you were guided through spirit to a place of sacred reverence. Sacrifices had to be made to get to right now, to go beyond, to free yourself. So now you've freed yourself. You're being called to nurture yourself, nourish your body and soul, and connect to your inner knowing. And so as you're in the process of doing so, look what creeps up. Victim mentality. If I hadn't done this, this wouldn't have happened. If I hadn't said that, this wouldn't have happened. So instead of saying in this place of sacred reverence, what's happened is the masculine, now faced with this picture of their behaviors, decisions, and patterns, has shifted into a disorganized, distorted feminine energy. Out of balance, taking on the victim mentality. The past is the past. This masculine energy has already paid the price for whatever it is that they did in the past. It's isolated them. They were alone. They were tethered to people, places, and situations that were not for their highest good, faced with their own mortality, watching time tick by. They went to look for book knowledge, like how do I get out of this? What do I do? You know, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. I need to figure this thing out. The books kind of gave some help and context, but it really wasn't enough, because the real issue had to do with this heart. Look at that. Remember the heart of grief encased in ice, now melting because there's the sun. Here comes the sun. It's melting the ice. The emotions are now flowing. And you know why? Because in this place of sacred reverence, we have to shift. We have to get the masculine energy to shift out of the distorted feminine energy of victim mentality and sitting and being stagnant and lamenting, and shifting back to this place of sacred reverence, the number 11. That's the key. Love is the key. Love is the key, and it's written in the stars. Yeah, you had to go through all of this to get to here, because here You are one with the universe. You're whole. Good golly, Miss Molly. Whew. Masculine energy. Time to make the shift. Powerful. Come out of this victim mentality of isolation and being alone and lamenting about what you did in the past. Yes, it's good to think about it briefly in the context of saying, look how far I've come and look at how far I'm going, but don't go backwards in time. We want to spring forward. Wow, I'm telling you guys, I am burning up over here. This is like, woo, power. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Oh, bottom of the deck. Come on, look at this. Transformation. Transformation, my goodness. Boy, you just never know what you're going to encounter in this deck. It's beautiful. I feel so good about this. So it's a number 5 and it's cycle and it is transformation. The card shows a woman getting ready to cross a bridge and move into a new light-filled adventure. In a rolled up scroll, she carries all the wisdom she needs to move forward. Oh my gosh, we cannot make this stuff up, y'all. Look at this. The shift happened. The shift happened to get from that place of grief and victim mentality that the masculine energy got into to get to this place of sacred reverence and stay there, because it's going to take work to stay here and not go backwards. Transformation was needed. It says, you are now at a place of inner and outer transition. You're at a place of where you are capable of transforming your old life into something brand new. Unhealthy patterns of thought and behavior are now ready to shift into a much higher resonance of peaceful, non-judgmental energy. For some people, this is no less than an opportunity to reinvent themselves. As a result, this card is putting you on notice that you are a powerful manifester. Your inner changes will now reap phenomenal results in the near and distant future. Spend time going inward. Well, we just got told that, didn't we? Inward, sacred reverence. And choose optimism consciously. Trust and self-love. As you make these changes, you will see your outer life transform as well. Perhaps a new relationship or a bigger, better career move is on the horizon. Visualize these greater outer results as you continue to work on your inner transition of consciousness and vibration. When you do, you will find this cycle moving on to be one of the greatest expansions of your life. The affirmation is, I am capable of great interchange. I transform my life by transforming my thoughts and perceptions. I am always free to choose. Free. Not a victim. So in the masculine energy, if you have gotten caught up in some emotions, get back to your homeostasis, your place of sacred reverence, where your masculine and feminine energies are operating harmoniously, synchronously, because you're about to transform. Look at all that water flowing. You're transitioning. You're going over the bridge. You're above that stuff now. As above, so below. So, as they say, well, we're moving on up. Like the Jeffersons, y'all. We are moving. Oh, gosh. I was literally about to put this deck away, and look what showed up. Seriously, we cannot make this stuff up. Golly, y'all. Look at this. Kindred partnership. How beautiful is that? Kindred partnership. It is a number 1. Wow. That is so beautiful. And here we go. We just talked about the masculine and the feminine being in union, being connected and not out of balance. This is so powerful. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all, you have to bear with me. I gotta look this one up. This deck is so beautiful. All right, I gotta find people. How are y'all doing, by the way? I hope everybody is having a good night. Hopefully that these messages are resonating and providing encouragement. Here we go. Here we go. Getting closer, y'all, getting closer. All right, here we go. I found it. Kindred partnership, coupling. A couple dances on a beautiful beach, indicating that a potential union awaits you either now or in the not so distant future. This card portends a new relationship of some kind or a deepening, a caring connection. There is a sharing of mind and heart here. This upcoming partnership is likely to be a romantic one, bringing tender-hearted feelings your way. It may manifest as either a deeper connection and commitment in a present romance or as a brand new love appearing in your life. It could also manifest as a work partnership, probably a business you feel passionate about. There could also be a legal agreement of some type. Whatever form this energy takes, the wonderful resonance of support and care will be expanding in your life. Again, it goes to the heart. They are heart to heart. This is masculine and feminine. These are divine beings connected at the heart. And you see these rainbow in the background. There's a lighthouse. There's all these little hot air balloons off in the distance. There's water. We just saw the water here, had the bridge here. Here's the water. There's no darkness in this picture. This union within yourself, this union with people within your soul tribe is going to help you. The greatest love affair you will ever have is with yourself. And once you've left the victim mentality behind and you're willing to go through the transformation process, those kindred partnerships will flow in and be peaceful and harmonious, just like this beautiful picture here. This is just so lovely. I'm just so encouraged right now, you guys. Be encouraged. This is so good. And again, I'm not here to romanticize and be like, this is a little ditty about Jack and Diane. I'm not all about y'all's love lives. That's y'all's business. But I'm telling you, the love that you are cultivating within yourself, it's contagious. Oh my gosh, there's a song called Love is Contagious by Taja Seville. She was a protege of Prince's, and this came out like in I think 80s or something. But love is contagious, and when you allow yourself to be vibrating at that high frequency, you're going to attract in all kinds of healthy, loving relationships. But the most important loving relationship you can have is with yourself. We cannot make this up. Look, I opened the box. This is what was right here in the deck. By the way, the deck. We're almost to the end of our decks, but Oracle of Angels. Receptivity. Again, look at this receptive connection here. We went from this alone, solace, journeying, kindred partnership, because there's receptivity. When you find your people, your people are your people. You're not going to have to do this push-pull, push-pull. There's going to be receptivity and reciprocity. There's not going to be so much of that yin-yang, push-pull kind of vibe. And I do mean yin-yang in the sense of if you see the yin-yang immediately, you think, oh, these are opposites. One is black, one is white. I'm meaning that this pull, like from one side to the other to keep it in balance, you won't have that experience with the people that are meant to grow with you in higher consciousness. There is a receptivity, even when feedback is given that could initially be perceived as negative. The people who are your people, they're not there to hurt you. If they share something to you, and you'll know by the spirit in which it's said, you can feel it, you'll know that that person means well for you, even if they had to share something to you because they're witnessing you out in the world and they mean good for you and they share something to you. I feel very blessed in the soul tribe that I have come to know over these years, many times we've witnessed one another and been able to share to one another in a way that would help us to grow and overcome obstacles that we've been stuck in or patterns that we've been in. And so for that, I'm very thankful, and I hope and pray that each and every one of you gets to have a beautiful experience with your family, your soul family here on the earth. Receptivity. Take the time to stand still in your mind. Find silence within. See, look at that. Back to sacred reverence, right? Dedicate even a few minutes a day to quiet contemplation so that you can become more receptive to the spirit of light and allows you to see clearly and find peace and harmony in the universe. The affirmation is, I stand still in my mind and open to the spirit of light that permeates all things. I am at one with the universe and I am gratefully receiving its blessings. That is fabulous. That is beautiful. And again, it goes back to that sacred reverence. It is a powerful, important thing when you can calm your mind and you can put things into perspective and you can connect to the goodness. Oh, good night, King Trident. God bless you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. You know, just trying to raise the vibes and remind folks, stay on the good foot and do the right thing, the good thing. Thank you, Radhika. You are so sweet. Oh, thank you for being here. We're down to the last 2 decks, y'all. We've got a card from each of it. Oh my gosh, I can't even make this up. Look, you see I've got 2 hands. The universe, notes from the universe on love and connection, and the card that we're supposed to see, those you love, love you. Look at that. Your soul tribe. That's so beautiful. To be beautiful in the eyes of another, simply forget they're watching. Tally ho, the universe. The people that you love, they love you. Those are your people. They're pulling for you, they're rooting for you, they're hoping the best for you. They want to see you succeed and thrive and do well. They want you to be encouraged and rise and shine every day. Oh my goodness, look at that. You know what to do. It says, in all the battles of the heart over mind, go with your heart, because truly it's a lot easier for your mind to catch up with your heart than your heart to catch up with your mind. Got to love it. So see, you already know what to do. Whatever changes, whatever things you've got to do to get in alignment with your truth and your most authentic self, do it. Just do it, like Nike says. Pretty simple. I know it sounds easier said than done, but it's pretty simple once you get to it. Last deck, the universe has your back. What message do we have to close with? I love this. This is so pretty, this deck. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate your good energy, your encouragement. You know, we are so blessed. We're so grateful to get to have this time and to share positive energy. Blessings to everybody. Seriously, can't make it up. The card, the universe has my back. The universe has your back. Bottom of the deck. Final message. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. Why? Because the universe has my back. We don't have to manipulate or do anything to manufacture an outcome. All we have to do is sink into ourselves, connect to our body, our mind, our spirit, to nature, to the divine, to our soul tribe, to those who mean good for us, and just bask in that. Bask in it. The sun's going to rise and set every day. You might as well just get comfortable with yourself, be grateful and joyful about the life you have, be thankful for what each new day brings. Embrace the day with gratitude. Every single day, you have a chance to do better. to feel better, to create, and to encourage. I want to send all of you so much love and light and encouragement, and thank you for being here. We're so grateful. We look forward to connecting with you all again. I hope that the messages came through clearly, that they resonate. Take from it whatever is going to bless you and remind you that you are worthy, you are strong, you deserve good things. Manifest abundance into your life. Put those hurtful past things in the past and boldly step forward into your new day right here on the horizon. Until next time, loved ones, namaste, and we will see you again soon. Ciao for now. Bye.